Welcome back. The Canucks are still without a trade deal. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney has yet to make a deal with President Trump on trade, and it is certainly hurting that economy up there. But Carney did meet with President Trump and Mexican President Sheinbaum when they were talking about FIFA. They are now agreeing to work on a trade deal between the three nations. How far will this agreement go? A lot of questions there. The CBC reporting there that it could be positive news. Joining me now is from the Great White North, Michael Charbon. Great to have you here, host of the Charbon Report. Always looking dapper, as usual. Michael, we haven't heard much here from President Trump and Canada in terms of a deal. How close are we? And what is the impact right now for Canadians? Are they really feeling it?
You know, John, as the famous Monty Hall said, let's make a deal. Come on, let's make a deal. Canada, John, is actually feeling this temporary Trump slump. This is the slump that's happening before all the great success is all going to come online. Canada's having a weak GDP, stalled job creation. We've got weak output. We're not trading as much with you guys. We just had Algoma Steel lay off 1,000 people. So we're hoping that the Canadian bank rate is going to go down, as well as the Fed rate in early 2026, and that all this mash salad is going to come together and stimulate foreign investment, jobs, construction, and bring our economy back, John. But we're feeling the Trump slump now, but I'm telling you, better times to come, John.
Mark Carney there, the Prime Minister, I mean, it's not for a lack of trying. I mean, he's met with President Trump now twice at the White House, and it seems like he's trying to get this deal. What is the biggest holdup here? Well, and are Canadians starting to lose faith in the new Prime Minister?
No, it's not losing faith. Let's understand that the USMC agreement that was between Mexico, Canada, and the United States affects 510 million people. It's like 30% of the global economy, over $30 trillion. The new negotiations will take place in July of 2026. Why break something that isn't totally broken?
Right.
80% of Canadians' exports that are going to the United States are still covered under this existing trade deal. It's steel, aluminum, and nickel and other elements like that that have been increased, and alcohol and a bunch of other things. But I think Carney's just playing possum. Don't forget, he's also got a minority government, John, so he's got to play fair, because the government isn't interested in, taking too much time listening to his liberalism, because he could get thrown out of the government, John.
Right. And manufacturing for cars up there is a big part of the deal that we have with the U.S., Canada and the U.S. What's the thought here with Trump? Because he gave a win to the auto manufacturers in the U.S. this week. He rolled back some of the standards, fuel efficiency standards. And all of these manufacturers down here, Stellantis, they were all very excited about this. And is that going to now hurt the Canadian auto manufacturing industry?
So we do have a huge connection. The Auto Pact was created, I think, in the late 80s, if I recall. So our association with the American auto industry, both supplying parts, just-in-time parts, and actual cars manufactured both in Canada and the United States and exchanged back and forth, was something that was working very well for both of us. I still believe that there's going to be some conciliation. We have to understand that the integration was part of making cars cheap for everybody in North America. But Canada is feeling the effects. Not as many parts going to the United States. Stellantis, as you brought up, John, has just brought a whole bunch of jobs to the United States. So we're feeling the effects. But so are many other auto manufacturers. So this is all going to play out still.
Well, she's a firework, and he kind of fizzled out, Justin Trudeau. But are they dating now, Katy Perry and Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, former Prime Minister? Is this official?
So Katy Perry did a world tour, right? 95 events. The second last night was in Tokyo, and Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau had dinner with the former Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida. And also, they've been sending texts back and forth. Tonight in Abu Dhabi during the Grand Prix, that's Katy Perry's last of her world tour. That's the final of these 95 dates. And if you recall, Katy Perry was married to Orlando Bloom, and Sophie Gregoria was married to Justin Trudeau. They started dating in like July 2025 this year. So it's all in the hush-hush, but now it's open. They're holding hands. They're playing house. God knows. We'll have to see.
Wonder what his kids think of that. Michael Charbon, great to have you on as always, talking all things Canadian. We'll be back next week with you. Appreciate it.
Thanks, John.
Coming up next, pop music royalty meets the papacy.